A man discovered something eerie while boarding his flight. Today was October 15th, and he was taking flight 1015. Even stranger, the departure time had been delayed to 10:15. These coincidences made him deeply uneasy, so he urgently approached the captain for answers. Though the captain explained with a smile that everything was normal, the man detected something inexplicably odd in his expression. Inside the cabin, the man cautiously looked around. After storing his luggage, he turned to see a stranger smiling at him. At that moment, the flight attendant began introducing the flight, and the plane took off smoothly. Suddenly, he discovered an MP3 player in the front pocket, which was playing a mysterious story about Flight 1015. Nick wondered, wasn't that this very flight? Without hesitation, Nick put on the headphones. As the content played, he was shocked to discover that everything being described seemed to be happening right now. Nick quickly lifted the window shade. Sure enough, it was pouring rain outside the airport, exactly as the recording described. Then the MP3 delivered a chilling message. Flight 1015 would completely disappear from control radar in 1 hour. At that moment, accompanied by rolling thunder, the plane suddenly shook violently before returning to calm. The passengers remained completely unaware that a nightmare was quietly approaching. This route required 13 hours of flight over the Pacific Ocean, and the time ahead was destined to be an extraordinary journey. The recording then began analyzing the cause of the plane crash. First mentioning Captain Connor's name, he hurriedly turned to ask the man beside him, "Do you know the captain's name?" and tried to get him to listen to the recording. However, the man treated him like a lunatic and promptly changed seats. The woman nearby also gave a helpless smile. For safety's sake, he decided to keep listening. The recording said the captain had reported to the tower that large flocks of birds had appeared around the flight and struck the engine at 10:21 p.m. The current time was exactly 10:21. Suddenly, a loud bang. Nick jumped from his seat in fright and threw off the headphones in terror. He couldn't tell if any of this was real. He rushed to the bathroom and locked himself in. The other passengers hadn't noticed anything unusual. Perhaps this was just his hallucination. After all, who would believe what was on the recording? After calming down, Nick emerged from the bathroom and returned to his seat. Suddenly, a man's voice came from behind him, confirming they had definitely hit something, then mentioned the flight captain's name. Hearing this, Nick instantly sensed something major was happening. This thrilling footage is from The Twilight Zone Season 1.